Mutahar finally responded to the anti-engineer allegations made by Nick Andros, where he got caught out pretty good, proving that basically in this video that Mutahar has been saying he's an engineer. Now, Harmful Opinions also jumped in the fray, pointing out a couple things about Mutahar as far as him joining the Air Force or removing videos and banning the word engineer from his comment section. Well, we finally got a response from Mutahar, and we're actually going to reference Nick Andros' video because he has the response in it. And he also has a new allegation that is going to surface. So what you see right here is a timeline put together by Nick Andros of the time where basically Mutahar LARPs about his career. Humber College diploma 2013 to 2015, video editor 2015 to 2020, day trader, investor, working at his own company 2020 and onwards. Mutahar mentions being a computer engineer for the first time in June 2019. But let's keep going to his response. All right.
Credentials. Mutahar's initial response to my video was to ban the word engineer from his comments. When that didn't succeed, he stopped uploading for a week and went quiet on social media.
So at this point, we're about like a week into not crapping, right?
He did private a video which Harmful Opinions covered in one of his videos, and he wiped an entire channel of podcasts he used to do with his friends.
The reason why you wiped the podcast is because he has no idea what was said, and Nux Taku is part of, I believe Nux Taku was part of that. And Nick Andros, we will see at the end, is working on like a monster video featuring Mutahar and Nux Taku.
Meaning that he was following this quite closely behind the scenes. Now he's back, and he's made a 2-minute response buried 3 minutes into a random 32-minute video. Let's see it.
Now, YouTube's pretty much engineered, I would say, in their mind, it seems a pretty foolproof way of isolating kiddies from adults. Now, I use the E word over there, and I want to just start talking a little bit. I know there's been some drama, and I want to kind of address things here really quickly. So, obviously, I have been calling myself an engineer, in some cases a programmer, a cybersecurity engineer, whatever you can call it. And, I apparently have also been a dropout, which I don't hide. Now, obviously, me being a dropout, I don't have a degree, so I'm not a certified or licensed engineer.
So you got to wonder, I've never said I was not like a licensed investigator or anything like that. So when he says he's not a certified engineer, is he still saying he's an engineer of some sorts?
Now, I made a lot of videos in the past where I've taught you guys about computer safety, cybersecurity, a lot of this stuff, and I think that content stands up on its own. And I believe it actually can be used, and people have learned from it, and I think that's great. Now, if you feel offended,
Is that his way of saying he can be a computer science engineer because he taught people about code? Like, you have to realize, right? Anyone could teach people about anything. Like, I can look up how to code and repair it, whatever I saw in the video on how to code. That doesn't make me a computer science engineer. That doesn't even make me a coder in my book.
If you feel wronged that I called myself an engineer while not being a degree-holding engineer, then for that, I do apologize. And I will denigrate myself to, I guess, programmer or a fat Indian guy that knows a bit about computers. That's what I'll leave it at. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Now, again, if you want to stick around, awesome. If you still feel wronged and this does not suffice for you, then I don't really give a fuck.
Now, here's the thing, right? If he's going to address the allegations, he should have addressed all of them. Like, one, is YouTube his main job? That was a question. The computer science engineer, sure. Now, he's actually going to talk about like some legal ramifications a little bit later. But he didn't fully address all of the allegations. YouTube being the main job, him being a day trader, him running his own company, him being a video editor, all of the other allegations, him removing the engineer word, why'd he do it? But let's continue.
Simple as that. Now, again, that being said, if anything else comes out of this, whether there be some legal stuff, then I'll just let lawyers handle it and we'll call it at that. But that being said, I want to move forward, and that's pretty much the engineered response that I had to give.
Now, here's the thing, right? The reason why he mentioned the lawyer stuff is because in Canada, right, in Ontario, it is illegal for someone who is not a licensed professional engineer to use the title engineer or related designations, especially if it implies they are practicing engineering or offering services that require a license, okay? So you just can't come out and just say you're an engineer. Now, people in Reddit instantly picked up on his apology and said, I'm sure his fans are dumb enough to, give me a second, are dumb enough to believe this video. The accusations was always that he never held an engineering job, and he has repeatedly claimed having a 9-to-5 being his main source of income, while YouTube being only a side hobby. So instead of addressing the actual accusation, he weasels out and pretends like the drama was about him holding a degree, even though he has already admitted to dropping out long before the drama. The fact that he doesn't even mention his work history or whether he's still working this engineering job is kind of proof enough that it was all bullshit. I forgot he did say he was at his engineering job. If he made a mistake, he would, he would get fired. Now, I see I do got someone in the background, and I'm going to get to you in like 2 minutes after I finish the segment. Someone also said the fact that Muta said way more than he was in the Switch 2 drama compared to this as well. That's right. He said he wasn't going to buy a Nintendo Switch, only for him to buy a Nintendo Switch. Now, Harmful Opinions also, he didn't get in on it. He
was in a relationship.
Posted a clip basically where Mutahar may or may not have said he was in some type of some gay stuff happened.
Now, at the time, I was in a relationship with another woman, right? And unfortunately, what happened was me and my best friend Ryan, all right? We're talking best friend. I've known Ryan for years. We were so wasted that at some point in the night, me and Ryan started fucking making out for the hell of it. Like, we're talking tongue in mouth. We made out. We got real gay with each other for like 10 seconds. And I woke up on the couch. Now, at the time...
Now, he also says he woke up to the couch with some shit on his lip, and he thought he may have went full with it. Now, Harmful Opinions.
This video is going to seem...
made an apology video because he said he misspoke about Ryan and it occurring at someone's wedding. Let's hear him out.
Like a joke, considering it's the first thing I've uploaded since Mutahar's response to recent drama, but I assure you it is absolutely not. I'd like to apologize unreservedly to Mutahar of Some Ordinary Gamers and Ryan of Nexpo, as well as you, the viewer. This video has not been prompted in any way by any third party. I just decided this evening to check for information in a couple places I didn't, and it turns out I screwed the pooch. I went full retard. I did exactly what I would tear someone else apart for. I got a few pieces that seemed like they fit together, and instead of continuing to check and make sure, I boldly threw what I had out there, and even laughed at other people, when this time, I'm the joke. A link to my previous video with corrections in the description can be found below, but I'll summarize the problems here to try my best to correct what I've done wrong. I shared a clip of Mutahar talking about making out with his friend Ryan at his friend Kyle's wedding while he was in a relationship with a woman who was unhappy about that happening. I also shared a clip of Mutahar talking to Ryan of Nexpo about making out or potentially sucking his dick because he is so blackout drunk he won't remember it.
Yeah. So, in other words, I don't need to go too deep in this harmful video, but he got it wrong. Okay. It's okay. It happens. I mean, at the end of the day, who cares if Mutahar is gay or did something gay at all? But there you have it. Now, he's since made the video, I believe is unlisted, but it's still available to watch. But let me know what you guys think of Mutahar's response. I mean, it's incomplete because he didn't address all the allegations. He just focused on basically coming out and saying he's not an engineer. And if there's legal ramifications, he'll let the lawyers handle it. Do you think this is going to go good or bad for Mutahar's career? Let me know in the comments section. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.